free RPG Day apparently isn't free anymore. I thought this was a very simple concept, similar to free comic book day, where independent stores would understand that this is a loss leader, something to get new people into the store, getting people excited about new products. It seems pretty cut and dry. But as we keep on going on, I see more and more stores doing like weird stuff with the free RPGA stuff. The most egregious example is a store that I talked about, which I feel bad that I featured them in my video now, and I really don't want to do any more content with their name. Some stores, let me tell you, like the Relentless Dragon. The Relentless Dragon, I think, does it the perfect way. They have stuff out, and people can grab stuff. And they can grab at least one free booklet just for walking in the door. And then if they want to, share stuff on social media, if they want to do other stuff like that, then they can grab another booklet. And then if they want to buy something in store, they can get another thing from the table. So it's actually pretty cool. Like, that's, I think, the optimum way to do it. That means that anybody who walks in the store on that day can walk away with at least one free thing, which I think that's the absolute best way of doing it. Now, other stores, they have more complicated way of doing things. There's limited numbers of the miniatures and the dice sets and stuff, so they'll do raffles, which makes sense. And then there's the one store, which apparently this is the first time they were doing free RPG, at least as far as I know. When I went in there, they had nothing available for free at all, period. All the booklets were in a box, and you had to pay a certain amount of money to get something from free RPG Day. So I did that, and I felt that was not the most optimum way, but that's more than fair if they decide to do that. However, I stopped into a store that's like basically just another affiliate of that same store. And they told me they didn't do free RPG at first. I decided to stop by there anyways because I was literally driving right by. And they pulled out the box from free RPG Day, which was literally full of all the free RPG Day stuff except for like half the miniatures were missing. So all of the booklets were sealed. So this was on Wednesday. This was 4 days after free RPG Day. So whatever plan they had didn't work. Like, they didn't get any of this stuff out to the people. Like, literally, like, the whole point of the thing is to get new people into the store by promoting the event and telling people about the event, etc., etc. But apparently, like, their plan of having it so you can't get anything unless you pay, it didn't work out all the way. Now, do I know how much success they had? I don't know. At the other store, I know that they basically, the way they did it, they had all of the miniatures and stuff had gone by, at least Sunday or something like that. This store, though, like, everything was still in shrink wrap. So the weird thing is though, there was a bunch of the other stuff in there, the physical stuff, like the paint kits and the miniatures, and the guy in front of me took out the paint set and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's not part of this." He reached in, and I looked in the box and said, "Oh, is the promo pack not part of that either?" And so he reached in and grabbed the promo pack and says, "No, that's not part of that either." So kind of like joking around, I looked in the box, and I pulled out the last like miniature thing, the little miniature Harrigan thing that from WizKids, and I said, "Oh, so I guess this is not part of that either?" And he said no, and took it away. So basically, all that was left was basically all of the booklets in shrink wrap. And I felt weirded out by this because, like, it's not like, this was not a store that allowed you to just grab a booklet for free on free RPG Day. So I would have to spend $10 to get one of the booklets. Now, I had my choice of booklets because with this system, they didn't, they didn't manage to sell any of the booklets, weirdly enough. So I thought to myself, okay, this is odd. So I said I was just going to browse, and I left. And then later on, I talked to the owner of the store, and he didn't seem to think there was anything wrong with this way of doing things. Even though both stores basically now had a massive box of the booklets that just didn't go anywhere. I I thought I was being, polite and bringing up the issues. I thought it was a little bit weird that they're having this event and then, the paint kits and stuff. But that's up to them. If they want to do an event where at the end of it they are left with the entire box of free RPG stuff, free PGA stuff, and they have not given away any of it, that is their prerogative. Now, what are they going to do? Are they going to resell that stuff online? I don't know. Are they going to continue to try to... He said there was some sort of raffle system in place, which there wasn't. Now, maybe his store employees were supposed to set up a raffle and they just didn't. But at the other store, it's basically just spend $10, you get one item. That's how it worked there. So yeah, I was just a little bit I was a little bit weirded out, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't understand the point of doing that. Now, I have run games for various comic book stores and board game shops. And I know for a fact when I run games, especially stuff like D&D, other people get interested in D&D and they end up running D&D too. So all the people that are like newer players, they buy all their books, and then those people set up their own games, and then they go and buy books. And then those players that are in their games, which are different people, they're going to buy their own books. So I know for a fact, like, just getting out there and having people play games and run games for new people coming in the door, that's how you generate a lot of business. And that's pretty much the only way to generate business. And I thought that was the big thing with Free RPG Day. That, like, you want to give... It's a loss leader. You're not in it to, like, make money from the promo miniatures or the paint sets, from reselling them or doing something weird with them. I understand the concept of, okay, we want to have a minimum purchase and then you can get one of these items for free. But it's Free RPG Day. The concept is to get new people into the building so you can get new business. And that seems completely lost on these people. A lot of these stores are doing Magic the Gathering cards, and I think the short-term profits from that are really clouding what they could be doing with board games and tabletop games like D&D, and many of the tabletop games that are featured in Free RPG Day. Like, you could branch out, like with something like Root that could get a whole new audience of younger people that might want to go and buy the tabletop game and stuff in the store. And it's just frustrating, and it's weird. Free RPG Day is a loss leader. That's the whole thing. Like, I understand that some people are going to see this as collectible items or whatnot. I don't do that. On my other channel, when I did the Free RPG Day video, I opened up the promo pack of miniatures and I showed them off and stuff. And truth be told, I'm probably going to end up giving those away to somebody. And it's so weird, the attitude of like, okay, it's Free RPG Day, nothing's free. You have to make a purchase to get anything. And at the end of it, we have like at least 1.5 full boxes of mostly untouched booklets that are just sitting there that didn't get given away. And like there's no mention of, well, next year we might want to try something different. It's very bizarre. And I really hope, and I must say, places like Relentless Dragon, they do it the best. Stuff is out there. Places like Midgar Games, they did it right. There's stuff out there that people can grab for free. Places like Awesome Cards and I forget the name. It's Awesome Cards and Collectibles in Londonderry. They're doing it the right way because, again, they have a table of stuff that people can just come and grab. And if they buy stuff from the store, they can get extra stuff. But someone walking in the store can just grab something for free, which I think is like, it's very important, especially if you want like kids and new people who are new to the hobby to get interested into this. I thought that was the whole point. This is supposed to be a big event. This is supposed to be a loss leader. This is not something that you're spending money on like a lot. This is like a one-time yearly thing where you are supposed to be doing a promotional thing where the word is free RPG. Like you If you don't want to spend the money on it, you don't have to. But if you are literally participating in this and you don't offer anything for free, and you specifically take all of the high-end items that people might be excited about and say, these are not part of this. We are setting these aside. These are not going to be available for you. That's just weird. That's a way to do it. And I don't understand why you would want to do it that way, but that's all there is to it. I'm done. It's just very strange. What are your opinions? Let me know below.